Hello everyone. Today in this lecture we will start the next chapter of chemistry, that is atomic structure. The second unit of chemistry is atomic structure. In this unit we will discuss about the structure of the atom, its constituent particles like protons, electrons and neutrons, and how are they arranged in the atom. As you know that in every atom there are three constituent particles are present, that are protons, electrons and neutrons. Protons are those fundamental particles of the atom which carry one unit positive charge and has mass equal to that of one atom of hydrogen. Protons, they carry one unit positive charge and the mass of one proton is equal to that of one atom of the hydrogen. Electrons, they carry one unit negative charge. Electrons are the fundamental particles of the atom which carry negative charge, and the mass of one electron is approximate 1 by 1840 times of that of one hydrogen atom. It means electrons, they have negligible mass as compared to mass of protons. Also, we can neglect the mass of one electron. The next fundamental particles of the atom is neutrons. Neutrons, they carry no charge. They carry no charge, or they are neutral particles of the atom, and the mass of one neutron is same as that of mass of the proton, or the mass of one neutron is equal to the mass of one atom of hydrogen. How these fundamental particles are present in the atom? Let us consider that according to Bohr's model, atom is spherical in shape and atom is divided into two parts. The central part of the atom is known as the nucleus, in which all the mass of the atom as well as all the positive charges present. As we know that the positive charged particles are protons, means in the nucleus protons as well as neutrons are present. All the protons and all the neutrons are present because these two particles are having the main mass of the atom. So they are present in the nucleus. Also, the positively charged particles are only protons. So they are present. Neutrons are the neutral particles. Outside the nucleus, this part is known as the extranuclear part. Outside the nucleus, this part is known as the extranuclear part, in which all the electrons are revolving in different orbits, just like different planets are revolving around the sun. Like in which electrons are revolving. In the nucleus, all the protons and all the neutrons are present. Outside the nucleus, different orbits are present. They are named as K shell, L shell, M shell according to Bohr's model of the atom. In K shell, L shell, M shell, N shell and so on, the capacity of the electrons are different. For example, in K shell, only 2 electrons can be occupied in the K shell. In L shell, 8 electrons. In M shell, also 8 electrons can be present. And in N shell, 18 electrons can be present. So, this is the basic concept of the atomic structure according to the Bohr's model of the atom. According to Bohr's model, atom is divided into two parts. The central part is known as the nucleus, in which all the positive charge as well as all the mass of the atom is present. And outside the nucleus, there are different orbits are present in which electrons are present, or the negative charge of the atom is present. And in different shells, the capacity of electrons are different. For example, in K shell, 2 electrons, L 8 and 8. After this, N shell is present. In N shell, maximum 18 electrons can be occupied. Now, how do we represent the atom? For this, there are some keywords. First of all, we will discuss those keywords. The first keyword is atomic number. Atomic number, it is represented by the letter Z. How can we define the atomic number? Atomic number is the number of protons or number of electrons present in isolated neutral atom. How can we define the atomic number? Atomic number of an atom is defined as the number of protons or the number of electrons present in isolated neutral atom. As in any atom, number of protons are always equal to number of electrons, because every atom is neutral. Protons carries positive charge and electrons carry negative charge. Total positive charge is equal to total negative charge, so that atom whole is neutral. So for atomic number, in the atom, the number of protons or the number of electrons present in atom represent the atomic number of the atom. Next is atomic mass, or also it is known as the mass number. It is represented by the letter A. As we know that in the nucleus, all the mass of the atom is present, and nucleus, the fundamental particles are protons and neutrons. As in comparison to protons and neutrons, electrons have negligible mass. So the mass of the atom is due to the mass of the protons and the mass of the neutrons. So for atomic mass, we defined the atomic mass is equal to the sum of number of protons and number of neutrons present in isolated atom. Atomic mass is defined as the sum of number of protons and the number of neutrons present in isolated atom. With the help of atomic number and atomic mass, how can we represent the symbol of the atom? For the symbol of the atom, we write first of all the symbol of the atom. Let X is the symbol of the atom. At the bottom, we represent its atomic number, and at the top of the atom, we represent the atomic mass of the atom. For example, if we want to represent the symbol of the sodium, how can we represent the sodium? The symbol of the sodium is Na. Its atomic number is 11 and its mass number is 23. So, the symbol of the sodium is 11 Na23. Here 11 is its atomic number and 23 is its mass number. By knowing the symbol of the atom, we can easily calculate the number of protons, number of electrons, as well as the number of the neutrons present in the atom. How can we identify? So first of all, the number of protons in sodium, number of electrons, as well as number of neutrons. As it is the atomic number of the atom. We know that the atomic number of an atom represents the number of protons as well as the number of electrons. As 11 is its atomic number, so in sodium atom, the number of protons as well as number of electrons are 11. And this 23 is the mass number of the sodium, and the mass number is the sum of protons and sum of neutrons. So for calculating the number of neutrons, we subtract atomic number from its mass number. If we subtract atomic number from its mass number, then we can easily calculate the number of neutrons present in the atom. In case of sodium, its mass number is 23 and its atomic number is 11. So, the number of neutrons in the sodium atom are 12. So, by knowing the symbol of the atom, we can easily find the number of protons, electrons as well as neutron in the atom. In sodium, 11 protons, 11 electrons and 12 neutrons are present. Protons and neutrons are present in the nucleus, and outside the nucleus, these 11 electrons are rotating in the different paths. Let us take another example, and the example is phosphorus. For phosphorus, its atomic number is 15, its mass number is 31. So we represent phosphorus by 15p31. Here 15 is its atomic number and 31 is its mass number. For calculating the number of protons, electrons and neutrons, we can easily find the number of protons, electrons and neutrons. For protons, atomic number, as its atomic number is 15, So in phosphorus, 15 protons and 15 electrons are present. For number of neutrons, we subtract atomic number from its mass number. It comes out to be 16. Hence, in phosphorus, 15 protons, 15 electrons and 16 neutrons are present. Next is isotopes. What do you mean by the isotope? The word isotope is made up of the two words iso plus tope. The word iso means same and top means atomic number. It means isotopes are the atoms of same elements having same atomic number but different mass number. As from the definition, iso means same, top means atomic number. It means isotopes are those atoms which are having same atomic number but different mass number. For example, the isotopes of hydrogen. There are three isotopes of hydrogen named as hydronium, deuterium and tritium. They can also represent as H, D and T. In all these three isotopes, the atomic number is same 1, 1, 1 and the mass number is different, that is 1, 2 and 3. This isotope is known as hydronium. 1H2, this is known as deuterium and 1H3 is known as the tritium. These three are the isotopes of the hydrogen. Similarly, we can take one more example of chlorine atom. There are two isotopes of chlorine, 17 chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. In both chlorine, the atomic number is same, that is 17 and mass number is different. In one isotope, mass number is 35 and in another, the mass number is 37. These two are the isotopes of the chlorine. Hence, we define isotopes are those atoms which are having same atomic number but different mass number. Our next term is isobar. Again, isobar is made up of the two words iso plus bar. The word iso means same and bar means mass number. Iso means same, bar means mass number. Hence, isobars are defined as the atoms which are having same mass number but different atomic number. Isobars are the atoms of different elements which are having same mass number and different atomic number. For example, argon and calcium. They both have same mass number, that is 40, and different atomic number, that is 18 and 20. Isobars are just opposite to the isotopes. In case of isotopes, atomic numbers are same but mass number are different. In isobars, mass number is same but different atomic number. Next term is isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species. The word isoelectronic is made up of the two words, again iso plus electronic. The word iso means same, electronic means electrons. Hence, isoelectronic species are defined as the atoms or compounds which are having same number of electrons. For example, if we take the example of iron ore atom, sodium ion, magnesium ion and neon. Sodium ion, in case of sodium ion, its atomic number is 11. Magnesium, its atomic number is 12, and neon atomic number is 10. In case of the sodium ion, its atomic number is 11 as it acquires 1 unit positive charge. It means this sodium loses 1 electron. By losing 1 electron, it acquires 1 unit positive charge. Before, it has 11 electrons. After losing 1 electron, it acquires 1 unit positive charge. So the total number of electrons in sodium ions become 10. Similarly, in magnesium ion, its atomic number is 12, means the number of electrons should be 12. As it acquires 2 unit positive charge, means magnesium loses 2 electrons. By losing 2 electrons, the number of electrons in magnesium ion are 10. And in case of neon, neon is neutral, so its atomic number is equal to the number of electrons present in neon. Hence, sodium ion, magnesium ion and neon, these three are isoelectronic species because they all contain same number of the electrons.